Let's turn now to a look at your forecast. We are weather aware this morning because of that extreme heat that we're seeing. And Brittany, I mean, this is now prompting some advisories.
Yes, I mean, it's been about a week and a half, other than the 2 days that were a little bit nicer, Thursday and Friday, that we've seen above average heat. But today it's at its peak. And the reason why is the heat index around 105. Heat advisories, as Kaylin mentioned, up for most of the Charlotte metro. And even if you did not get that heat advisory to your phone, I'm telling you, if you live in one of our local 22 counties, you are most likely going to see those heat index values upper 90s to lower 100s today. So another day we want you to stay weather aware. The humidity is already up there this morning. You can see the clouds indicative of that increase in the moisture as we start off your Sunday morning. And it's kind of a 1-2 punch kind of afternoon because the heat peaks right around 3-4 o'clock. That's also the time that our thunderstorms start to become a little bit more scattered to widespread. We're not seeing any rain out there right now on WCNZ Doppler radar, although there were some showers earlier up in the mountains. But notice the time frame here. Lunchtime, we start to see a few pop up. And when we say widely scattered or isolated, just know that that means, a few storms up in the mountains, foothills, and a few in the Piedmont. So not seeing a lot of activity. And that's what we have around lunchtime. Then they become a little bit more widespread, again, around 3 and 4 p.m. And that's kind of the time frame that we really want you to be watching that severe potential. So around 3 o'clock to about 8 p.m. is the time frame I'm watching right now. Primary impacts here, gusty winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, heavy rain that could lead to some localized flooding, and even some small penny-sized to even pea-sized hail could be possible, and of course lightning with some of those thunderstorms. Most of that activity wraps up by 8 o'clock, and then overnight drier air mixes in, and Monday and Tuesday actually look fantastic. So again, here's a breakdown of your impacts: gusty winds, isolated heavy rain, and then of course that small hail and lightning. Not worried about any kind of rotating storms. In the tropics, we have our first hurricane, and it rapidly intensified to a major hurricane. Remember, 24 hours ago, we were talking about Tropical Storm Beryl. It is now Hurricane Beryl. As of right now, a 115 mile per hour major hurricane is expected to head toward the Windward Islands and will be there by later tonight, if not very early on Monday morning. Right now, it's targeting areas like Barbados, St. Lucia, and we'll have some potentially devastating impacts there to the Windward Islands. You can see on the southern tip there, will be making its way all the way through the Caribbean, likely maintaining hurricane status as it does. Just something we'll continue to keep an eye on. Elsewhere in the tropics, we have 2 areas, one in the southern Gulf of Mexico with a medium chance of development, and a tropical wave out in the central Atlantic right now with a high chance of development. Next storm name on the list in 2024 is going to be Chris. As we look at your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, again today, the main number one thing I want you to focus in on is the heat and humidity, because it's already muggy outside and we see that heat peak by the middle part of the afternoon, right around 105 all the way up to 107. And then of course the storms develop later on this afternoon and evening. Monday and Tuesday look fantastic. Wednesday is okay. And then we have more heat and humidity on the way as we want you to stay weather aware from Independence Day through Saturday.